Hello and welcome to the Rocky Top Sports Report. I'm Caitlin Gill.
And I'm Brooklyn Harrell, bringing you up to date on all things sports here on Rocky Top. Let's get started.
Let's do it. What a week of NFL football. We are only on week 4 and NFL records are being shattered. Jets fans' teeth are flying out and Swifties just became a majority demographic of Chiefs Kingdom. Let's take a quick trip to Hard Rock Stadium where Tua Tagovailoa and the Dolphins offense took Broncos country for quite a ride. Miami successfully signed their name in every NFL record book, becoming just the 4th team in history to score 70 points, tied for the 2nd most yards in the game with 735, and became the 1st team in history to record both 5 receiving and rushing touchdowns in a single game. Between Tyreek Hill dancing with fans, coordinated team celebrations in the end zone, and Mike McDaniels coaching from the stands, I think it's safe to say we just witnessed our NFL Game of the Year. And how about them Lady Balls? Tennessee volleyball has climbed to number 12 in the AVCA poll, their highest ranking since 2006. And the Lady Balls aren't just dominating the polls. With their 5th straight sweep, Tennessee took down number 22 Kentucky for the first time since 2016. Morgan Fingal led the way for the Lady Balls on the right side, posting her 2nd double-double of the year with 17 kills, 10 digs, 4 blocks, and an ace, earning her, respectively, SEC Offensive Player of the Week honors. On the outside, it was Erica Levette that made a splash, recording her own 2nd double-double of the season, finishing the match with 12 kills, 13 digs, and 3 blocks. The Lady Balls now sit at 11-1 and look to continue their domination of the SEC and climb their way up the ranks.
Now it's time for our double takes, where we ask questions and give our takes. First question, Caitlin, who's your early World Series favorite?
Okay, the obvious answer here is the Atlanta Braves to win the National League, but if there's 2 things about me, I love me an underdog, and I love my Milwaukee Brewers. Give me the Brew Crew to win it all. I don't know what was sweeter Tuesday, that Cubs choke or that champagne shower. For the 5th time in the last 6 years, the Brewers have punched their ticket to October. But this time, there's a lot riding on the success of this run. In addition to never winning a World Series title as a franchise, Brian Woodruff, Christian Yelich, Freddie Peralta, and Corbin Burns have appeared in all 5 postseasons, but have no World Series appearances. Both Burns and Woodruff become free agents in 2024. Willy Adames is due for a contract, and perhaps the biggest of all, 8-year manager Craig Counsell's contract expires at the end of this season. It's really now or never for Milwaukee.
Caitlin, with the NBA preseason right around the corner, what's your boldest prediction of the season?
It really is a great time to be a Wisconsin sports fan. I was just sitting in class yesterday and I got a notification on my phone. Damian Lillard to the Bucks. I did not see this one coming in the slightest, but new head coach Adrian Griffin did not come to the 414 to play around. In a 3-team trade with the Suns, Portland will receive 3 players, including Milwaukee's star guard Jrue Holiday, and the Suns will receive 4 players, including big man Jusuf Nurkic out of Portland. All this comes after months of whispers and speculations about the future of Giannis Antetokounmpo in Milwaukee. But when Giannis wants a ring, you get Giannis a ring. And with a healthy Chris Middleton, Brook Lopez, Bobby Portis, and an Antetokounmpo-Lillard duo, I'm hopping right on the sportsbook trend of Milwaukee locking in another championship for the Greek Freak. Bucks and 6, baby.
Now it's time for Quick Picks, where we pick a lock and an upset for this week's slate of NFL and college football games. Caitlin, what are your NFL picks?
So for my NFL lock, I'm taking the Chiefs over the Jets. Simply put, the Jets are in shambles. Garrett Wilson is beefing with Zach Wilson, and Michael Carter is fighting his running back coach. And I mean, if I went from Aaron Rodgers as QB1 to Zach Wilson, I'd be screaming till my teeth fall out too. This one's easy. Give me Patrick Mahomes and that T-Swizzle magic in Kansas City. After that exhilarating 4th quarter win over the Saints last week, I'm taking my Packers to show up and show out against the Detroit Lions Thursday night. Injuries have been a major obstacle for the Green Bay Packers in these first 3 weeks of NFL football. Star wide receiver Christian Watson has been sidelined with a hamstring injury and has yet to make his 2023 debut. Another key pawn returning in this game is running back Aaron Jones. After an explosive week 1 against Chicago, his void was felt in Lambeau this weekend. With a strong Detroit defense, the Pack is going to need to offer an escape route in the backfield for Jordan Love. Speaking of Love, he's looking good. With 7 touchdowns and 655 yards, number 10 seems to be settling into his role as QB1 pretty nicely. But if anyone is going to give him a run for his money, it's Aiden Hutchinson in the Detroit defense. Who do you have this week, Brooklyn?
What about your college football picks?
So for college football, I'm going to take the Vols over the Gamecocks. I don't know about you, but I had my sights set on the college playoffs last year. I was steadfast in Hendon Hooker, and when he went down with the ACL injury, I was crushed. So this year, it's personal. And in the all-black unis, it's lights out for South Carolina and Neyland. For my college upset, I'm going to take Purdue over Virginia Tech. Purdue is looking for a bounce back after the loss to Fresno State last week, where their defense surrendered 487 all-purpose yards. The Boilermakers cannot afford an 0-2 start with Syracuse, Wisconsin, and Illinois up next. What about you?
That's all the time we have for this episode of Rocky Top Sports Report. I'm Brooklyn Harrell.
And I'm Caitlin Gill. Now back to Gracie and Lauren for some global news.